Thank you, Paul. Good evening, everybody. It's our pleasure to sponsor this evening. I can't wait to sit down and listen to everybody else, but I've just got to work for 5 minutes. And you'll be delighted to know they told me about this about 4 hours ago, so this is going to be the best presentation you've ever seen. All right. Trippki. Now, Paul got half right. It's actually a rewards protocol and hotel booking platform. So as far as I'm concerned, it's 2 offerings in one. The reason we're doing this, very simple. Blockchain hates middlemen. And as far as I can see, online travel agents, the biggest middlemen out there. So if I could, a bit of work from you. Who here in the last 5 years has stayed in a hotel they've booked through Booking.com, Expedia, Travelgo? Oh yes, lots and lots of hands. May I ask, the less of you, who here has booked a hotel directly or only ever goes to one branded hotel? 2 of you. And actually I know 2 of you as well, so you're trouble. And he's here. Ladies and gentlemen, John is here this evening. I love the man for his laugh. So, what we have currently is a middleman, the OTA, taking up to 30% of the value transfer of every transaction. They keep that to themselves. Then they spend that money on a huge marketing spend to differentiate themselves at brand level from one another. To me, that's a complete waste of that value transfer, 30% of it. So our vision is that there's a better way to spread that love out. And what we should do is really give more to the hotel and give more to the guest, without either taking advantage of the other. We can do that by using crypto-economic incentives, and by giving the guest more, by sharing with the guest, we can create a network effect that will disintermediate the current OTA model. And we call that the Trip Reward Protocol. Trip is the native token. It's a finite supply. And so basically, in effect, the guest will go, book on the platform, stay in the hotel, pay, and then receive a portion kicked back to them in Trip. They can earn Trip other ways by doing reviews, blogging, using social media. I can see Instagram being a big hit with the hotels because they don't have much of an outreach in their social media land. Because all of us who go to hotelbookings.com, I try and make up words where I can, we don't care where we're going. We just want to go to that city, stay in the 5-star hotel, have a good time, come home. Well, then the hotel just loses you. So we want to somehow get some connection back between the guest and the hotel, and social media is often a great way to do that. The other thing you'll be able to do to earn Trip is to refer your friends and family. It's quite a classic example. But by doing so, you can receive a small portion kicked back to you in Trip every time your friends and family go and stay abroad. Because tokens work at their best when they have incentives which are aligned. And our affiliate and referral program are very similar to Airbnb and who's that other one? Uber. They did quite well through growing their network through social media. And that's what the hotels are crying out for. So, I'm a guest. I've gone and stayed at a hotel. I get paid my Trip. I've got a portable currency here. Why would I hang around and give it back to the hotel in some kind of loyalty sense? Well, we also have a reputation system built into the rewards protocol. So I can build rewards, I can build reputation on the entire system or with hotels. And then hotels can tailor bespoke packages to me to try and get my Trip back off me. And you never know, maybe there are those occasions you're looking going, that is just too good an opportunity to turn down. I'm going to Mali tomorrow, I've got to go. Or they just send out generic offerings like they're doing at the moment, and I go, you know what, I'll keep my Trip, thank you very much, and I'm going to do X with it. So what's in it for the hotels? Well, they're making a huge savings on their commission fees. They will get some form of social media interaction, outreach, organically grown. You can't buy that. People try, you can't buy it, honestly. I've tried. And finally, you get plugged into a rewards protocol. Now, it's a decentralized rewards protocol, and anybody can plug into it. We know that hotels are currently spending up to 7 to 8% of their annual revenue on a loyalty system they know doesn't work. So they can come straight to our system. So that's why we're doing it. Very briefly, this is how we're doing it. This is the rewards protocol. The service layer at the top will allocate Trip. The exchanges we need to go to buy Trip. I'll explain more of that in a moment. We have an Oracle system, which will go to the exchanges to find out how much the price is to buy it. And an identity service, which will validate users for their reputation and also to manage their private keys, because if we're going to onboard the general public, we're going to need some private key management. And the most important part is the vault. So the vault will hold 40% of all the Tripp tokens, and it will distribute those only to users. Another 40% will be distributed during our token launch in November. And the way this is going to work, the hotel needs to kick back some Tripp to a customer. So it sends some funds to the vault, and those funds stay. And this happens many, many times, many, many times, many, many times. Those funds build, and eventually, through predetermined milestones, which are all registered through network effect. So we have to kick into this network effect, and then those funds are sent from the vault to the exchange, with the Oracle checking what the price is, and we buy Tripp, and we burn it. We're reducing the supply on purpose because we believe our buy and burn strategy is integral to deflationary monetary tokens. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty much us in a nutshell. You've mainly come to see Tezos tonight, so I'm going to keep this very short, especially since we have more guests coming up to speak. I'd love to say if you have any questions, ask now, but that's my worst part of my night when people start asking me questions I've got no idea how to answer. And unfortunately, we're short of time. So if you do have questions, please do come and see me at the bar, where I'll be propping it up as best I can, or hiding in the corner somewhere. Thanks very much for listening. I'm Steve Taylor. Cheers.